Hey everyone, happy Monday. Actually got a little bit of time. Started the stream a little bit earlier than I normally would, but hey, why the hell not, right? Right? More time to do stuff, right? Play some games, have some fun, chit chat a little bit more. Um, I think tonight what we're gonna do, considering we just finished up Final Fantasy 16 just last night, and damn, what an awesome game. Again, I'm just super glad that I was able to really play it through in its entirety over a stream. And it was magnificent. In fact, I actually ordered the damn art book finally, and it actually should be here tomorrow. And I'm really excited to get my hands on that art book because I really want to see, the concept art, obviously, other official art, but also just to see if there's any kind of additional tidbits about the game that might be, written exclusively for that art book. So I'm really excited to get my hands on that. Um, it's been a very long time since I've last bought an art book, but this one, because I really enjoyed the game, and plus the art book was just a really good price too. I I absolutely needed it, right? Um, so for today, we're gonna go ahead and actually continue with some of the side quests and the hunts, hopefully, because there was a shitload before that final showdown. And I think this is a really good way to kind of tie up loose ends, kind of learn more perhaps about the characters within the game, and maybe just see some other stuff. I mean, right before we went to the showdown, we saw that little snippet of Torgal and Clive's past too, which was really awesome. That was seriously a cute quest. It was super short, but it was super cute. And I'm glad that we were able to see that last night before the final fight in the game. So I'm hoping to see at least a little bit more, just to see, well, what's going on, with all the other characters. Kind of learn a little bit more. Um, as I've said many times, I definitely want to check out more about the lore. Speak with that old guy in town, and just read that whole shit because it's absolutely fascinating what they have done with the stream. So definitely something that I will do at some point. Now, um, I was a little bit surprised today that when I woke up, I saw apparently. So you remember Sea of Stars, the game that we played like just a few weeks ago? So apparently they announced a free update that's actually coming out in November, apparently. That's a total surprise. It adds a but I don't know if I'll necessarily play that update, but I was a little bit surprised that they announced that because I thought, oh shoot, is this the big update that they were talking about? And it got moved up to November. No. This is a completely separate update called the Dawn of Equinox. And apparently it adds a whole bunch of features to the game, like like co-op play. So I guess, if you're into couch co-op play, that game will now offer it as a result of that update, which is really cool. Which is really cool. Um, I honestly have not done like an RPG based um couch co-op gameplay since like Secret of Mana on like Super Nintendo. And that was that was a long time ago, and I had a blast playing that for a little bit co-op. So I imagine this will also be pretty fun if you have people around you. But the other thing that I also saw was it actually updates or kind of revamps a little bit the battle system. I'm not too sure what exactly has changed, but apparently they did add more features. And they kind of adjusted things like the combo points in during the battle, just a lot of stuff. So again, just this whole update just completely surprised me. Like, really, you're doing this? But this is maybe like a preview of what's to come in the bigger update that's coming out next year, which again should also be free. So I'm really excited. Hopefully, we'll be able to check that out as soon as it comes out. Cause damn, it's it's a good game. I really really enjoyed it. Um, they also added, I guess, additional difficulties with this update, some relics, to kind of adjust the gameplay a little bit more. Other kind of quality of life improvements. I don't really know what exactly that means unless I actually play through it. But I'm really surprised that they actually plan to release such a decent sized update. So that would be a pleasant surprise to people that haven't actually played the game yet, but also a nice treat for people who did. Um, because there is a lot of other stuff in the game, even after beating the game, that kind of uh, further deepens the story. Um, I'm pretty sure there's another ending that I did not get yet, but I just haven't found the time to actually get through it. But maybe one of these days, maybe one of these days we'll revisit it. Maybe closer to when the bigger update next year actually comes out. That should be really really cool to see. So maybe we can check that out at some point next year, early next year, whenever they decide to finally release it. Um, super cool, super cool. Again, for tonight, we're just gonna continue Final Fantasy and see where these side quests actually take us. Hopefully, we'll see again some really interesting stuff. Um, but we'll see. I know there's a shitload of hunts that I need to do, and I have no idea where those mobs are. I think I only actually did three, all three of which were completely by chance. I wasn't actually actively looking for him. I just ran into him all of a sudden. But there's like, I swear to God, there's like probably like 20 more that I have not even seen yet whatsoever. So let me go ahead and switch screens really quick and load up the game, and then we could get started with some of those side quests because there is a lot. Hopefully tonight we can get through a decent portion of it. Let's see. Is the game loaded? Hopefully it is. Yep. Looks like it is. Okay. So we basically just started. I mean, we started up the game again, and we're literally right before the main battle. But there are some additional quests that apparently we need to pick up. So, shit. Let's go ahead and do it. Why the hell not? But man, that art book, I I really want to check that out. It's gonna be fucking awesome. That art book. When I saw it in the store, it's like it's really thick, so it's at least a couple hundred pages long, if
Thank you,
anything.
Clive.
At the price I got it at,
But
it was like
tracking it down will not
20
be
something
easy.
bucks.
Are you
Shit,
sure?
why the hell not?
Please.
I've certainly bought
You have
more
always granted
expensive
me your wisdom and
art
insight
books
whenever
in
I
the
ask.
past.
It's
Way
only
more
right that I
expensive.
return the favor. Or at least attempt to.
You are too kind. Alas, what I ask of you is rather more trying than delivering the odd lecture. I spoke with Harpocrates to see if he had any inkling as to where another copy might be found, but... But perhaps it is best that you hear the details from him.
If you say so.
Forgive me, Clive, for asking this of you. But this book, it set me on the path to becoming who I am today. Its importance cannot be overstated.
What? Just gotta talk to more people? Gotta talk to the old dude? Okay, no, I'll do that. And I still haven't gotten the DLC yet, the two DLC, but I'll definitely pick that up soonish.
Ah, Clive, my boy. What a pleasure it is to see you.
Harpocrates. There's something I need to ask you. I've been charged with locating a book called From a Distance.
Then you seek a rare gem indeed. One whose name I had not thought to hear from your lips. You've been talking to Vivian.
Right as always. But she didn't seem keen to tell me very much. I take it she didn't like what you had to say.
And yet I gather it did naught to dissuade her. Clive, if the young professor has tasked you with obtaining a copy, I fear she asks the impossible. The executors would not allow it.
The
The
executors.
executors.
What?
Coveters of Secrets, a clandestine organization committed to the collection and intenebration of forbidden texts and technologies. One such text being the tome Vivian seeks, chronicling as it does the true history of the enslavement of bearers, a tale which could overturn the established order were it ever to become widely known. Or, so rumor has it. I've never actually read the thing, or even set eyes on it for that matter.
How is it that I haven't heard of this organization?
That's interesting.
Why, secrecy is the executor's watchword. They lurk in the shadows, emerging only to seize that which must be seized, be it books, inventions, or people, before disappearing again, leaving nary a trace.
Which would explain why Vivian's copy was snatched from her grasp not long after she found it.
Oh,
By
so
the
does that
hand of
mean
the
we're going to
executors,
take down this
yes.
organization
But
and
what drives them?
take it back?
Self-interest or
Who are these people?
ideology?
Fine question. Sadly, all that is known of the executors can be recounted in a single breath. You may just as soon ask me of their origins, numbers, or the identities of their leaders. Any answer I give would be pure speculation.
Then my hunt was doomed from the first. What was Vivian expecting? That I'd pluck it from thin air?
Not from thin air, no. From ash. Rumors of the executors are rife among the scholars of Storm, but rather less so across the strait. I have a friend. Well, I had a friend in the village of Garnick, a collector of rare tomes, upon which subject we would oft correspond. Alas, I have heard naught from him since the skies fell dark. And no doubt he too has turned. But though he did not mention it by name, it is possible that a surviving copy of From a Distance yet rests upon one of his many shelves, quietly awaiting discovery. If you were, by some chance, able to save even a single book from the poor man's library, I know his soul would rest easier.
Very well. When I next find myself in Waloed, I'll be sure to pay Garnick a visit.
That's interesting. Introducing like a whole new element and like group of people this late in the game. That's very interesting. Fascinating to say the least. Though I do wish, well, not really wish, I do hope to learn more about Torgal, because I felt like they mentioned the words like Fenrir and, you know, group of wolves, etc., but then they didn't quite elaborate on that. It's like, wait, don't leave me hanging there. I want to know a little bit more about that.
Fancy a look at the list, do you? Anything catch your eye?
What is this? Under new management. Okay, let's grab whatever the hell this is. Huh.
Nazaire might at least have mentioned where in Northreach he'd be testing this recruit.
I'm nerved. Well met, Sid. This is the initiate. Ember, present yourself.
At your service, Master.
Please, just Sid.
What?
There are no masters here. Your life is your own.
Oh, of course. Thank you, Sid. The sergeant says you'll be evaluating me at my trial.
To become a scout, yes. You are aware of the dangers inherent in that role.
I am. But I swore I'd face them. Just like the man who saved my life.
And who would that be?
Gav. It was him who found me and freed me. No magic, no support, just one man and his nose. Came and sniffed me out. It taught me what one man can do if he puts his mind to it. And I've been training ever since, so that one day I can be someone's saviour, just like Gav was mine.
I'm sure he'd be flattered. You clearly have good intentions, Ember. And it sounds like you're under no illusions. Stick to this path and you'll make a fine curse breaker.
So, what? Have I passed?
No.
You haven't even started yet.
No.
Listen,
Not at all. Gotta prove your worth,
not
son.
far from here is an Imperial lookout, Eastwatch. The guards there record all their sightings in a logbook. You are to find it and bring it here.
And bring it here, right. Anything else?
Why do I have the
No.
feeling that it's gonna be
Sneaking
Clive
into a
that does all
heavily
the work?
guarded Imperial outpost and stealing the logbook would be quite sufficient. You will need to assess the situation, determine a point of entry, create a distraction and effect an escape, all without being discovered and thrown into an Imperial oubliette.
Ember, Gav isn't our best scout because he can do everything. It's essential that you know your limits.
Know my limits, right. I won't let you down.
We'll see about that.
It shouldn't be as dangerous as I made out. But keep a weather eye on him all the same, would you?
On my way.
Oh.
All right, Ember.
Something's gonna happen, isn't it? I have that feeling.
Impress me. Let's go.
Faster!
Let's go, Ambrosia.
All right. These are clean kills. Perhaps young Ember really is ready.
Damn, did he really kill all those people?
Or maybe
The hell?
not. Damn it. Ember, draw your sword!
I can't!
What?
Then run!
Ah, god damn it.
If you want him, you'll have to go through me.
Doing all the work.
All yours, Torgal. Get him. This one. Get him.
I find it interesting that on the main game they actually capped, I think, the max level at like 50 or 55. Seems like an odd number, I guess. Not that it really mattered that you had to even get
you-
close to that cap, but that's an interesting choice, I think. It is not until you set it to a higher difficulty that you can
Scouts
actually
really are a
get to
rare
what,
breed.
level 100 instead? Something like that.
Northreach it is then.
Oh, I can't fast travel? Are you kidding me?
Expect you back so soon? Where is Ember? How did he fare?
I thought I'd find him with you. He
Oh
must have
man.
fled. I followed him to Eastwatch, where I found him being set upon by a wild
Well,
Avis.
I guess he didn't pass the
He was just
test.
standing there. Didn't even draw his sword. I had to step in and take care of things. But by the time I had, he was nowhere to be seen. I assumed he'd set off in your direction, but apparently not.
I'm sorry, Sid. I knew the boy had a nervous streak, but he seemed like...
The right man for the job? I believe this is the logbook you tasked me with retrieving.
How
What?
did you... Don't you tell me you breached the tower while Sid was busy saving your skin.
What? Wasn't that what you asked me to do?
Oh, he's being
To bring the thing
clever.
back without getting
What?
caught?
He has you there, Nazaire. And he did it all on his own.
But Sid, he
did what he thought was best. And now I have to decide whether I agree.
Of course. We'll await your evaluation back at the hideaway. Don't you leave my sight.
Yes, Sergeant.
Damn. He's trying to be a wise ass.
This won't be an easy decision.
Okay, what is that other green marker there?
The High Cardinal. The Dominion's all but done for.
That's what I heard.
Then it's lucky we stayed
Was
here.
that shouting I heard from the barracks? And you're just gonna fall into line?
What else can they do?
I don't trust this Duke. If we're not careful, he'll undo all the dame's hard work.
Oh, Clive. What am
Oh,
I
my
to do?
favorite person in town.
Wards and I may soon be without a home.
What's happened?
The High Cardinal has descended from his lofty throne and taken up residence here in Northreach.
The High Cardinal.
Leader of the Council of Elders, second only to his Radiance at the head of the Imperial government. Not that any of those things still exist. Now he goes by his noble title, the Duke of Oriflamme.
And what does he want with Northreach?
He wants to transform it into a military stronghold, a foundation upon which to build a new Sambrek. He's already secured the support of the various army remnants, with promises that they shall be afforded the respect they deserve in his empire. One built on the confiscated property of the people.
He would rob the populace to pay for it.
Believe me, I have used every means of persuasion to discourage him from this folly. But for whatever reason, he will not listen to me.
What does Captain Philippe make of this?
Hmm.
When the town was under attack,
So
it
I gotta
was him the
teach this
soldiers
guy a
rallied
lesson,
around.
maybe? Is that what?
Couldn't he use
Is
that
that what
for
she's
his
telling me to do?
How? By speaking out against one of the most powerful men in Sambrek. A man whose stated aim is to revive the empire Philippe's comrades swore to serve, and to improve the soldiers' lot within it. The captain can offer them a regular supply of gruel, and an occasional trip to the Vale to help them forget the terrors they face each day. The Duke offers them a vision of strength and safety. No. Any attempt to incite mutiny would cost Philippe the support of his men. If it did not cost him his life. But given the mood around town, mutiny may yet be unavoidable.
Hmm.
The people have little appetite for further deprivation. Least of all when it serves only to elevate others.
And who could blame them?
Clive, would you appeal to the Duke on my behalf?
How did I
For
know
your
she was going to
services
ask?
Northreach, you have the respect of the soldiers, and they will take you to His Eminence if you ask them. And unlike Philippe, no bonds of loyalty prevent you from speaking your mind to the man. Well, will you try? You could
Okay,
hardly
okay.
fare any worse than I did.
Just for you.
I'll see what I can do.
Thank you, Clive.
Tell me then, where will I find this Duke of Oriflamme? In the garrison?
Overseeing the troops, yes.
All right. Wish me luck.
All right. Oh, right there.
Might
Okay.
this Duke have been at the remembrance ceremony?
Let's hope we didn't make a strong impression.
It's not only control of the garrison.
Well, what do you think?
What do I think?
We already have a leader in the Dane.
Halt.
Halt. How
Oh,
dare you speak to
sorry
me
about
like that?
You're the dame's man, aren't you? You got some business with the captain?
No, actually. With the Duke. I was hoping I might be able to speak with him.
We're under orders not to let any civilians pass.
I'm not just any
But
civilian,
You
buddy.
should be all right. His Eminence has heard all about you and your heroics. Wait here. I'll go and ask.
I don't need permission. Are you kidding me?
So, you are the sellsword who lent his aid to the garrison. The Empire owes you a debt, and I shall see it repaid. But tell me, is it wealth that you seek or favor?
Neither, Your Eminence.
Neither.
I thought only to inquire about your plan to turn Northreach into a stronghold.
Ah, I see. You are worried the expanded garrison will render your
Hey, Shane.
services
Yes.
redundant.
Hey, Rioma.
needn't be.
Cheesecake? No
Proud
cheesecake tonight,
fighting man
buddy.
like yourself shall always have a
No,
place here.
no
Pride
cheesecake.
of place, in fact.
No
For too
cheesecake.
long has the
Nope,
contribution
no more
of the
cheesecake for a
noble
while, I think.
soldier been
I don't think I
underrated.
can look at
But no more.
cheesecake anymore.
For it is
Not
they
after
who
yesterday.
shall see the Holy Empire rebuilt, beginning right here in Northreach.
Why here, Your Eminence?
The town has been fortunate enough to escape largely unscathed from the recent
But maybe
troubles.
next time a
Her
Basque
defenses are
cheesecake.
sound and her garrison well prepared.
I love Basque
Which
cheesecake.
is more than can be said for Oriflamme or Twinside. The
Time for some
Empire
brownies?
wants for a capital, and I believe Northreach to be the perfect
No. Maybe not brownies. Kind of feeling with like
Caer
cookies
Norvent
though, like
as her
chewy
citadel.
cookies. That's what I can go
place.
for.
Once we have seen to the refortification of both the town
Like just a
and
simple
the
like
castle,
chocolate chip cookie
we
or
need
something like
only
that.
build
Doesn't have
a
to be
wall
fancy.
around both to
That's what I
create
can go for.
city that
Not a
will be
brownie.
The envy of the twins. Plans are already underway for the construction. Soon enough, these thralls shall learn that they are no match for the might of Sanbreque.
How you guys
Fear
doing
underestimate
tonight?
How dangerous these creatures are, Your Eminence.
I feel
Should
so
they
like
return in force,
out of it tonight.
you will need all the people of Northreach
I don't know
to come
why. I
together
can't
in
put my
defense of the
finger on
town.
it. Just
Something
feel
they may
really
be loath to do if
out
they've
of
been
it.
deprived of their worldly goods.
But I want to play this damn game more.
People
Just
will
want
do
to
as their leaders
wrap
command.
things up a little bit more.
Sanbreque is to be
A crumble?
rebuilt.
Crumble
She will
cookies? I
require
have
a
not
functioning
had that
government,
in a while.
one whose authority
I've been
is
tempted
beyond
because
question.
I look almost
That
every
is
week
why
like,
this
oh, what
levy
cookies
is
do
necessary,
they have this week?
so that any man who wishes to join the army might
Uh,
do so.
it's been
and be
hot
fed,
in my
outfitted,
area.
and paid as befits a
It's definitely been
defender of
hot.
the empire.
But crumble cookies is like I tell myself
Yet
because
there
sometimes I
are
see
those
something that looks
who
really
persist
good,
in
right?
peddling the
Because they change it
treasonous
every week, their
lie
menu.
that I seek to
But I never
steal
end
from
up
the
getting it,
people
or I
and
just
drive
forget.
them from their homes.
Like I started noticing they started to
suspect
do more
they're
like
afraid of losing
cakes
what
and
little they
stuff.
have left.
Like not just
Precisely.
cookie, but like a cake or
The common
sometimes
folk
like
have
a
little
brownie
and
or
less,
you know
and
stuff
you mean
like
to
that.
deprive them of even that. You would sow the seeds
Or like
of your
pies,
new empire in your
too.
own salted earth.
Sabine, we have discussed this.
Oh, but so
Yes,
unhealthy.
And I told you then
So
how
unhealthy.
putting the empire before her citizens would lead only to revolt.
Without an empire, there are no citizens.
And in yours, there will be only beggars. Is that what Griga wills for her people?
Go to Costco
not
and get
take her
yourself a
name in
crumble
vain,
gift card.
Sabine.
You know, I've been honestly tempted because
come
it is
back
honest.
later.
It is a good deal if you buy it that way. You are saving yourself money.
The citizens
But-
revolt.
That's a lot of damn cookies.
I wonder what the people
I think if I
really
did,
think of the
it'll
Duke's
take me a
plan.
while to actually spend
I
that
wouldn't
gift
have
card,
to ask them, I suppose.
if anything. But it is worth
Let's
it.
begin with those on the other
I
side
mean,
of
if
the
you're a
wall.
person that eats crumble cookies all the time, definitely worth it, for sure.
One at a time now.
Start baking your own; they're easy.
Do you think he was
Yeah,
the only one who
but
survived?
but but you got it. But you just gotta do it. Isn't it easier just to like drive
Alright
somewhere
there.
and just pick it up,
What is it you're after, sir?
or hell, even
Just your
like
opinion,
DoorDash it to
actually.
you?
I wondered what you thought of the Duke of Oriflamme.
No, I know what you mean.
Oh, him.
It is fairly easy to
Not
bake
much.
cookies. You just
None
gotta
of us
do it.
traders do.
Oh,
It's thanks to nobles like him. that
you
we
lost
had
me
to
at
set
go
up shop
outside.
in the in the first place. Couldn't have the rabble getting any closer to the holy capital, could they?
Yeah.
And now he's
The
trying to drive
the
us out
daylight can be
completely,
very harsh
threatening
on the
to take
skin,
everything we
right?
got from us if we don't clear
Right.
off. If the dame said she wanted him run out of town, I'd be straight through that checkpoint, tar bucket in hand.
And okay.
That so-called Duke is asking too much. He'll take everything we have.
Chocobo.
I would be lying under a pile of rubble in Twinside.
A question, if
Aw.
you don't mind. What do you think of the Duke of Oriflamme?
It's a sleepy chocobo.
Don't get me started. You build a life for yourself somewhere, only for some noble to turn up and tell you you've got to hand it all over to him. If he thinks his name and his chains give him the right to empty our purses, he's in for a rude awakening. We'll do whatever it takes to keep what's ours. Whatever it takes.
Whatever it takes. Okay. Right, Torgal? Whatever it takes. Good boy.
The garrison salvaged what they could from more,
Sell anything today?
As much as you. Oh, wait.
I've been hearing a lot of talk about a certain Duke.
Nothing good, I'll wager. Going around acting like he owns the place.
Yeah, that
And with hardly a word
that
to
damn
the
Duke.
Dame. This is her town, not his.
I take it you'd rather she was in charge.
As far as I'm concerned, she still is. Just need his eminence to sod off back to Oriflamme.
Well, the people seem united enough. What about the soldiers?
Oh man. This quest is telling me to talk to a lot of people.
Was that shouting I heard from the barracks?
One at a time now.
You.
You?
You're the one who was talking to his eminence.
On the Dame's behalf, yes.
I have a name.
I was trying to persuade him not to take the people's goodwill for granted, but it seems my words fell on deaf ears. What do you think of his plans?
I'm a soldier, mate. He tells me what to do, not the other way round. Listen, I've got nothing but respect for the Dame, but I've got a family to look after. That's where my loyalties lie, not with the town or the Empire, but with my wife and children. If the Duke can get us the men and the equipment we need to fight off those blue-skinned bastards, I don't care how he does it.
If there's one quest that I really need to do tonight, it's going to be the one that Joshua gave me last night. Because that seemed
I hear the Duke of Oriflamme
pretty
plans
important.
to turn this town into some sort of fortress. Do you think that's a good idea?
It's not for me to say. All I know is that unless the Emperor orders me otherwise, His Eminence's word is law. Look, no one likes all these taxes and tariffs, but empires don't come for free. Once Sanbreque is back on her feet, we'll all reap the benefits.
So the problem with that one is I forgot which one that one was called. So it's like, well, I'll get to it when I get to it. Maybe.
We already have a leader in the Dane.
But it's on the list somewhere.
It's not only control of the garrison he wants.
One of them.
It's the whole of North.
Excuse me, do you have a moment? I wondered if you'd mind sharing your thoughts on the Duke of Oriflamme.
Well, he's made a lot of enemies coming in the way he did. But I mean, look around us. You can see the state the realm's in. The traders might not like having the screws put on them, but if they volunteered a few more of their hard-earned gil before things got bad, maybe they wouldn't have to. I think the Duke's got a point when he says rebuilding the Empire is the best way of making sure we're all protected. And if that means people who don't know one end of a sword from another have to make way for those who do, well, that's just how it goes.
Let's see what Philippe makes of all this.
Welcome back. Wraiths give you any trouble?
None worth mentioning.
Captain, do you have a moment?
Oh, this chocobo has some armor.
Certainly.
Has a helmet.
Clive, wasn't it? Thank you for last time. How can I help you?
I wanted to ask you about the Duke of Oriflamme. Do you intend to go along with his plan?
But to tell you the truth, I'm in two minds. It's my sworn duty as a captain of the Imperial Army to obey his orders. But I can't say I agree with him.
Oh, thank God. Doesn't seem like anybody likes that
I remember
asshole.
you saying that you became a soldier to protect the people you loved. The Dame included.
That's right. I did.
Well, she doesn't agree with the Duke's orders either. She thinks they could tear Northreach apart.
And she's probably right. Thank you, Clive. I know what I need to do now. Protecting the people I love is what matters. Doesn't matter how. Well, duty calls, so I better go. Thanks again.
Thank you. But what do I get out of all this? Do I actually get anything?
Do the right thing at least. I expect Isabel will be pleased to hear that, if nothing else.
All right, let's fast travel back to her. Maybe she will give me a nice present, right?
Ah, Clive.
Right.
How did you fare? Were you able to speak with the Duke?
I was, but...
So Northreach is to be a fortress after all. Well, it will certainly help to hold back the thralls. There's no denying that. Though I doubt it will come as much consolation to the townspeople whose worldly goods are confiscated to pay for it. They deserve to be heard, Clive. To have a say in this new empire the Duke means to build.
Sadly, His Eminence values their obedience more than their opinions, and hopes to reassert the authority of the state. I fear he sees the people as mere pawns on his chessboard to be sacrificed for the greater good. Needless to say, they themselves are of a different opinion, and would rather their destinies were in your hands. The soldiers, meanwhile, are content to follow their orders. And not just because of the Duke's rank, but because of his vision.
I thought as much. Had I sworn to protect Sambrek, I dare say I too would want nothing more than to see it rise from the ashes. Thank you for trying. But the battle is lost.
I don't know
No.
about that.
Battle is not lost.
What happened to your uniform?
I handed it in, along with my resignation. Told the lads I wished them well, but that I owe it to those I love to call it a day.
Why?
Because I realize what really matters to me. Not following some nobleman's orders for the sake of it, but protecting what I care about. Protecting Northreach. I honestly don't know when those monsters will return, but I'm certain they're not finished with us yet. And when they do come back, we need to be ready for them. We need to stand together, all of us. And with you to lead us, milady, I reckon we can do it. It was you who finally convinced me, Clive. There's no point following orders if they go against everything you believe.
Indeed.
Indeed.
All of us standing together. That has always been Northreach's best hope, and one which still
Why is
lies
everybody so
within our grasp.
serious, though?
We have only to turn our attentions
Everybody's
to the true enemy. Thank you, Philippe, for showing
everybody's
me
so
what I must
serious.
do.
What's going on?
Anything for you, milady. Speaking of standing together,
Nobody's
would
like
you mind if I borrow a
smiling
few of the
or
lads from
anything
the
in this
Vale to help
place.
Keep watch around the town. I fear His Eminence has loftier tasks in mind for the guard.
Not at all. Be my guest.
Wouldn't be the first time.
There may be hope for Northreach yet, especially with men like you and Philippe to champion our cause. I, for my part, shall continue to work upon the Duke, in the stubborn belief that I might still tempt him into joining hands. But I suspect I shall have to call upon your aid again. Until then, Clive.
Until then.
Till then. Maybe tonight I have to build that damn airship too. I think that's probably pretty important, right? I think. What? She has another quest? The hell?
Do you have a moment, Clive?
What is it?
It's the Duke, unsurprisingly.
Again?
His Eminence
We're dealing
has
with him
assumed full
again?
Control of the garrison, and put every able-bodied man to work on the fortifications. The town was left all but unguarded, so Philippe was compelled to form a citizens' watch to fill the void. And though my dear boys have been characteristically willing to assist him in this, they want for bodies. So I was wondering if you would lend them your strength, that the people of Northreach might sleep easier, if only for a few nights.
Okay, okay.
Of course. Whatever you need.
Thank you, Clive. What would I do without you?
Yeah.
Philippe told me he had
What would
men
you do without
stationed
me?
at-
Where can I find the mistress of this establishment?
Here, my lady. To whom do I have
What?
the pleasure of speaking?
Yeah.
My
Who the
name's
hell are you?
Celine, and it is my displeasure to be the daughter of the Duke of Oriflamme, who I understand is causing you and your town no small amount of trouble. I wish to
What?
speak to you about what might be done.
Very well. Let us speak. I trust you'll forgive me, Clive.
Interesting
Absolutely.
turn of events.
Our conversation can wait.
Please, proceed.
As you know, my father is a most overbearing and supercilious man, and I join you in objecting to his every action. Indeed, I
she
owe you
hates her
my
dad.
thanks for continuing to argue against his reckless plans. Yet I fear he is not one to be swayed by reason. No. He must be made to face the consequences of his actions.
And who would make him do this?
I would. Myself and several other like-minded individuals.
Oh, yeah?
Were you
Tell
to
me
join
more.
us, we would surely have the strength to drive him
How?
from Northreach for good.
Does that not seem a trifle drastic?
Drastic action is precisely what is called for. Unless you are content to see your people downtrodden and dispossessed. My father would have it that citizens exist only to serve the Empire. That they should be forced to make every sacrifice to ensure her revival. But he is wrong. It is not the people who must serve the Empire, but the Empire who must serve her people.
Where have I heard that line
He's
before?
always been like this.
Where have I heard that
Scornful
line
of the
before?
opinions of anyone he judged beneath him.
That the Empire
But he
must
cannot
serve
be
its
allowed
people,
to
not
ride
the other way
roughshod
around?
over the common folk any longer. We must fight him by all possible means.
Fight him? No. My purpose is to quell the tension in Northreach, not to stoke it. Respectfully, my lady. Our only chance of saving this town depends upon every one of us uniting against our common enemy. Your father and his followers included. While I understand your frustrations, I cling to the hope that he may yet be won round.
False hope, I assure you. But I see that your mind is made up. I shall bother you no longer. If you will extend me the same courtesy. I bid you good day.
Good day. Good day, ma'am.
She certainly has spirit.
Indeed. But unfortunately for us, that spirit is only likely to harden the Duke's resolve, which may be enough to seal the fate of this town. Not that she cares. This is all about her and her father.
Families.
I'm sorry, where were we?
First world problems
yes.
much?
I was about to tell you of Philippe's plans for the town watch.
Definitely
Perhaps
first world
it's better
problems.
that you heard them from him. I believe he's in the market, if you'd be so kind as to seek him out.
Right away.
It's just a pity I cannot join you. I'd like to see the two of you in action together.
Would you, my lady? I can arrange that. So, right there. Okay, let's fast travel. Don't want to walk.
He'd have our coin, our stock and our stores, and we're just
So you are content to abandon... Please, I beseech you. If you are a true son of Northreach, you must fight to defend your home.
That's exactly what I am doing, milady. Or trying to, at least. The land is crawling with fiends, and someone has to keep watch.
Even when our true enemy is hiding in the garrison?
Yeah, you tell him.
Fine. You're not the only able-bodied man in Northreach. Thank you so much for your help.
Oh. She's angry.
She cornered you too, then?
Could hardly get a word in edgeways. Like father, like daughter, eh?
She made an uninvited appearance at the Vale earlier, hoping to convince the Dame to join her in fomenting rebellion.
I bet that went well. Her ladyship seems to have a way with people. Anyway, what brings you here?
Our mutual friend thought you might welcome some help.
Oh, she did she? Right as always. In fact, you're just the man. We've had some reports, you see. Sightings of, you know what.
They're back.
Seems that way. All over, too. We haven't been able to confirm anything yet, but if you're willing, you could go and see what's what.
Right. Where should I look?
You know Grieger's Weep? One of the sightings places them somewhere on its shores.
I'm on my way.
Thank you, Clive. I'll look into one of the other sightings. Let's rendezvous back here later.
Well, it's not too far.
Let's go. Run like the wind.
Let's go. Fly. Fly, Ambrosia. Fly. Or just slowly glide downwards.
Damn it. The reports were true. I need to stop them before they get me down.
Time to lose weight. Are you kidding me? Clive is all muscle. I don't need to lose weight.
This one.
Maybe Ambrosia just needs to get stronger, right? Right. It's Ambrosia. Not me. Oh, that was like overkill. Oh, what is that beam? What the heck? Oh, I just realized I need to buy some potions. Running low. Finished.
Call that a test, Ultima?
Clive, it's me.
That was nothing.
Are you alright?
I am. But it seems the reports were true. The thralls have returned. I dispatched the few that I found, though.
Well, there's something, I suppose. But what were they doing south of town? They all came from the north last time. We might be able to fend off an attack from one side or the other, but from both?
Do you have eyes in the north?
Some. I should probably go and have a look, though, just to be sure. Now, you head back to Northreach. I want you there just in case war breaks out while I'm away.
What do you mean?
Her ladyship's been busy working her magic on the townspeople, stirring up ill feeling towards her father. But she'll have her marching on the barracks if we're not careful.
What? This is exactly what the Dane was afraid of. I'll do what I can to calm things down. Be careful out there, all right?
Don't worry, I'm not like you. One sniff of those things and I'm running back to town screaming blue murder.
Ooh, showdown.
Do you not see, Father? The people of Northreach have given enough, and only a fool would ask for more.
Listen to me, Sabine. Where would our people be without their country, hmm? The Empire is their sword and their shield. It is she that ensures they can live without fear. And now she teeters on the brink. Without their sword, how will the people fight? Without their shield, how will they protect their kin? Can the unarmed stand against the advancing hordes? No. But there is yet hope. A new shield, a new sword. A new empire. We can rebuild Sanbreque, just as Great Griga wills it.
Perhaps we could, Father. But we don't want to. Not if it is built on the broken backs of the people.
Please, let us not quarrel in the street. You must see that no good will come of this. Our fight is not with each other, but with the threat that draws ever closer to our gates. A threat that your sword has yet to rid us of, Your Eminence.
You will hold your tongue, whore.
Oh.
You may have filled
Wow.
my daughter's head with your heresy, but I will not be corrupted.
Wow.
Corrupted? Your daughter's opinions are her own, as you would know if you had ever deigned to listen to her. At least I hope they are your opinions.
Wow, flat out called her a whore.
Northreach deserves better than that.
Northreach deserves better than you, Carla. Yes, I know who you are.
Damn.
A slut of Twinside who bedded a branded.
Holy moly.
Jealous, are you?
Jerry. Jerry.
That a woman might choose a bearer over a pious man of Griga.
Clive! I met a swarm of thralls coming south from Oriflamme. Hundreds of them. Too many to count.
Oh, fuck. No. Work on the fortifications has scarcely begun.
Dang. This quest is
retreat to Caer Norvent and there
becoming
make
a
our
little
stand.
bit interesting here.
Did you hear me? That was an order.
While this is but a heartfelt plea, let us make our stand here and protect our homes. Protect those that we love. Together, for Northreach!
You heard the dame. What are we waiting for? Pikemen to the gates. Archers to the roofs. Quickly, come on!
But she is but a common
Whore, yes. And we'd follow her to the gates of hell.
Well, I guess that was at least. I guess that was somewhat predictable that that would happen, right? I think.
The men have their orders, and they look like following them. I got them spaced out at regular intervals. Whichever direction the thralls strike from, there'll be someone there to meet them.
Thank you, Philippe. Rest assured, the people will play their part. The herbalist has donated her stock of medicines to me. Should any of your men be injured, take them to the Vale. We'll see to them there.
Thank you, milady. I will.
I'll play my part too. You still want for numbers. Unlike the enemy. I only hope I can go some way to evening the odds. Philippe, can I leave the south in your hands? I doubt the thralls by the lake were the last of their number.
Of course. I'll lead a party down that way so we don't get taken by surprise. What about you?
I'll make my way up the road to Oriflamme. I fought a few of these things. And while I can't promise to hold them all back, I should be able to thin the herd.
All right. But take care.
Thank you. Both of you.
Oh, this should be easy though.
Thank us when it's over.
Till then, madame.
All right, let's go.
I want stealing. Hands of every man. Yeah.
There are so many of them.
Oh,
Not for long.
not too many, unless there's more waves.
Is it over? No.
Is that it?
It's only just begun.
Oh, what is that? An Undertaker.
Yours, Torgal. Get him.
Oh, damn. Come on, stagger him. Damn you. This thing definitely has a lot of HP. There you go.
That looks to be the last of them. I wonder how the others fared.
That's what I
Hurry
said
back
last
to
time
town.
too, though.
Come on, Torgal.
Clive, it's good to see you.
And you. The road to Oriflamme is clear. How did you and your men fare?
Well, we ended up fighting for our lives down by the lake. Took a few nicks, but nothing the girls at the Vale can't put right.
Glad to hear it.
Well, it seems we've survived. For the time being, at least. I thank you both for answering the call.
You were right. And I was wrong. About everything. I had thought that the only way to unite the people was under the banner of Empire. That without a strong hand to guide them, they would drift apart. To be borne hither and yon by the eddying currents of fate. But you brought them together. Not by force, nor by the exercise of
Oh.
goddess-given authority,
Is he supposed to be a good guy now?
but by simply being one of them.
We're supposed to be like friends with them?
By knowing what they feel, because you feel it yourself.
Our purpose was ever the same, Your Eminence.
Reformed?
You were merely distracted by a lofty
I guess that's one way to...
empire and glory.
I guess that's one way to describe it. Reformed. Well, that was quick,
You have
right?
the right of it again. As did you, Sabine. His radiance said it himself. Sanbreque is naught without her citizens. I forgot that. And I am sorry.
Oh, he said, I'm sorry.
Too, Father. I should never have taken
Wow.
things so far. I only wanted you to understand how the people felt. How I felt.
Is it?
But my anger got the better of me.
people
Do not
people
blame
change their
yourself, my
tune
dear.
that
This
quick, huh?
was my doing. I should have listened to you. To all of you.
Your Eminence, your ladyship, I do not doubt that you came here with the best of intentions. But I believe the same could be said of us all. We all want safety, security, prosperity. Not just for Northreach, but for the entire realm. And we may yet achieve it. If only we
Have a
work
quick change of heart.
Will you
Yeah.
join us in this?
Yeah.
Yes.
Definitely not the first time I've seen that. I mean,
Thank you, Your Eminence.
definitely
that
not
is
only a
settled,
Final
I
Fantasy
must go
thing
and see
either.
to the wounded. The
See
Vale's
that
doors
a
are
lot
always open
in
to any soldier
many
in need
other
of relief.
RPGs.
And today there are more than ever before.
I've seen that happen with some like main characters too. Like characters, it's like I kind of
Madam
don't like this
Isabel
character, and
is
then
a
they end up
fair
joining
soul
you
indeed.
as like a main
these
person
dark
in your
times,
party.
I see that it is not men like me who should lead the realm, but women like her.
You're right. If only I'd listened to her when I had the chance.
Forgive me for saying so, milady, but you still do. The dame said it herself. We can turn things around. We just have to work together. And that goes for you, too. You're one of us now.
One of you.
Well said, Captain. Let this be a new beginning, not only for Sanbreque, but for us.
Since there's nothing more to be done here,
Oh,
I should see if Isabel needs any help moving the wounded.
I saved the town then. They don't need my services anymore, right?
Can we get you anything?
Like I'm completely done in this town. They don't need Clive anymore. They can handle
How goes the
things
treatment of the
from
wounded?
now on.
I'll be happy to man one end of a stretcher if it would help.
You've helped quite enough for one day, Clive. Thank you.
Don't mention it.
Oh, but I must. After all you've done for this town, it is the very least you deserve.
Tell me.
I agree. It is the
Northridge
very
had fallen.
least.
What would you have done? A woman of your means could find a home anywhere in the realm. But I sense you would rather have died here.
It's a long story.
For you, madame, I have all the time in the world.
Very well. Long ago, I had a life in the Crystalline Dominion. I was Carla then, courtesan to the nobility.
Oh,
So
yeah?
sought after was I that it was only they who could afford my time. Alas, those halcyon days were not to last. For naive as I was, I fell in love with a bearer. He was my master's guard, the gentlest man I have ever known. After they discovered us together, he was whipped bloody and forbidden from ever looking at me again. And so we fled. Not that we had anywhere to flee to. We wandered, aimless and starving, half dreading, half praying that the next day would be our last. Until we found ourselves here, in Northreach. It was the veil that took us in, that fed us, clothed us, and healed our hurts. Those that could be healed, at least. My love was already too far gone.
He passed away.
He did. Not long after we arrived.
Well, that's kind of
But at
sad.
least we were able to share a few moments of peace before the end. It was the greatest gift I have ever received. But the generosity of this town and her people did not end there. The men and women of the Vale supported me through my grief. Shared in it, though I was still a stranger to them. They treated me like a sister. And so I swore that I would always do the same. That I would return the kindness that Northreach showed me. That I would repay my debt to the Vale.
Thank you, Isabel, for sharing this with me.
You're a lot like him, you know. Perhaps that is why I have such a soft spot for you. Never stop fighting, Clive. And I shan't either. I know that it will not be easy to keep Northreach together. But our efforts will be rewarded. Just look at us now. The people, the soldiers, even the Duke of Oriflamme and his daughter, all united in defense of this town that we have come to call our home. And what of you? Can we count on your support too?
Always.
Wow. Okay. So that gave us a little more background story for Isabel. Interesting. And another item for Clyde's room. And an orichalcum too. Interesting. What can that craft? That seems pretty significant. All right. Hmm. Where there's a will. Yeah, let's do that quest. That's the Joshua quest. Um, is it here? Yep, here. Tabor. Let's see what the deal is with this quest.
Your Grace, my lord, I trust your journey was not overly onerous.
Cyril, you found a letter from Father?
Yes, I have it here. If you would do us the honor, my lord.
My beloved sons, I know that I ask much of you in the coming war, but I see no other way to secure a future for our duchy and our family. Yet, even should we succeed in subduing the savages and winning back Drake's breath, the threat of the Blight still looms. And only with all Rosaria striving as one might, we at last overcome it. I have made plans to see us through, but such are the obstacles that stand in our way. It shall likely fall to you to continue my work. I know that you have the strength, the courage, and the will to do so. This shall be an arduous inheritance, and so I offer you another, that you might be reminded of the love and the faith that I hold for both of you, your father. Oh.
An inheritance.
It would seem the late Archduke penned this missive shortly before his passing.
An
The day before he
inheritance.
left for Phoenix Gate.
Interesting.
What are these plans he spoke of?
His plans for the duchy, your grace. Your father entrusted them to my predecessor, the former bearer of the Burning Quill, who entrusted them in turn to me. The complete emancipation of bearers is their stated aim. But your father's dream did not end there. His Grace also spoke of building hospices to care for those stricken by the curse, and the founding of a new university to further the development of non-magical technologies. With the Blight spreading ever more widely across the Twins, Archduke Elwyn saw this as the only means of securing Rosaria's survival.
He wished to see men and bearers treated as equals. To see centuries of common wisdom overturned. Small wonder he did not think it achievable within his lifetime.
But he thought it achievable nonetheless. Had he not, he would never have written this message. Nor would he have entrusted his vision to his most faithful aides. Those who would have stood with you, shielded you from the machinations of the less benevolent personages at court.
It's a pity only they are still with us.
'Tis true that those most loyal to your father were the first to suffer the Duchess's wrath. But one at least remains, and she has come bearing gifts.
What do you mean?
Mayhap it is better that she explain, my lord. After all, the duties entrusted to me by my predecessor extended only to recovering His Grace's will and arranging a meeting with the one who might execute it, or a part of it at least.
And where is this woman?
She awaits you in the archive, your grace.
In the archive?
Thank you, Cyril.
Interesting. What more are we going to learn then?
Shall we then?
Let's see. Where is it? Oh, over there. Let's go over here then. Oh, this is the place with those monuments I couldn't find. Oh god, I totally forgot about that quest. Shit. I really don't know where those monuments
Your
are.
Grace. I hardly recognize you.
I am Goditha, retainer of House Rosfield, loyal servant to the Phoenix and his shields. Your father, the Archduke Elwyn, entrusted me with the delivery of a gift. I only hope you can forgive my tardiness in bringing it to you.
Lift up your head, Lady Goditha. You have our gratitude for your service to our house and to our father.
I merely did my duty, as any proud Rosarian would.
My lady, perhaps you could explain a little more? What exactly is the gift you bring?
As I'm sure you know, it has long been the custom for the children of House Rosfield to be presented with certain keepsakes upon their coming of age.
Indeed it has. Our father often spoke of the day when our turn would come.
And had he lived to see it, he would have presented you with the treasures I bear. Matching armbands for you both.
Marching armbands? That's
He did not live.
interesting.
Indeed, he was taken from us even before they could be completed. He had intended to claim the Heartstone with which each armband was to be finished himself, but it was not to be. And his gifts remain incomplete.
I see.
It saddens me to bring them before you, as they are. It was your father's wish that you be presented with the finished articles, not these works in progress. But with his grace long since gone, and the stone left unclaimed, I had little choice.
Are we going to
You
see
are
these
grown men
armbands?
now, and his house is yours. And while I would not presume to insist upon your claiming the Heartstone in his stead, I know that nothing would have pleased him more than for you to do so.
Thank you, Lady Goditha.
What say you, Clive?
What else? Of course, my lady. May our father's will be done.
Oh, I am much obliged.
Do you know where we might find this Heartstone, my lady?
I do. Though it may be a matter of a good deal more than simply happening upon it. It is found in the bellies of elder griffins, you see.
Elder
You do at
griffins.
least know where to find one. A certain specimen has made its nest in Titan's Wake, not far from here.
A certain specimen?
You are most perceptive, Your Grace. In answer to your unspoken question, yes. In fact, this is the very same beast your father meant to slay. I have been tracking its movements since you were but a boy. Were you to slay it in his stead,
What?
as men of House
How has
Rosfield,
she been tracking the movements
it would
of that
surely
thing?
make your father proud.
What say you, Joshua?
What else?
What?
Titan's Wake is to the south of here.
Ah, okay. Well, I'm fast traveling to that spot.
Let's go.
Eyes peeled, Joshua.
Oh, that is a griffin.
There it is. House Rosfield.
Oh, ouch. What in the world? It has that same, like, Garuda skill. Oh. Oh my god. Ah, stop moving. Jeez. And knocked me away. That was pretty annoying.
Is this the Heartstone?
I expect Lady Goditha will know.
Back to town we go.
Oh, thank the Founder you were safe. The Griffin is slain then?
And the Heartstone claimed.
Yes. This radiant luster, like frozen flame. It is just as your father described it. Thank you, my lord. Your grace.
So what does the finished product look like, I wonder?
Lady Goditha, the lapidary is ready.
Thank you, Cyril. I will be with him shortly. If you would excuse me, I shall have the stone cut and set forthwith.
Friendship bracelets? I think that's a little bit too cute. for for a situation like this.
The armbands are complete.
They're armbands, okay?
Take them.
They're not friendship
They are
bracelets.
yours.
They're
After all,
armbands.
Heartstone is harder and more enduring than garnet.
Oh, do
or
we not
even
get to see what it actually looks
ruby.
like?
It symbolizes unwavering
They just take
will
it just
and
like that?
devotion. And the graven vines encircling the stone represent the unbreakable bonds between you.
It's a message. Father knew we had enemies both inside and outside the duchy. Enemies who would thwart his vision. Only with unwavering devotion would it ever be realized.
And only if we stood together, as Phoenix and Shield, as brothers in arms. Only then might those enemies be overcome.
Indeed. His Grace knew the enormity of the task he would entrust to you, his heirs. But this was more than just a message. It was a promise. That he would always be with you.
Thank you, Lady Goditha, for remaining the steadfast custodian of our father's will.
Forgive me, my lady, but there is something I don't quite understand. The Undying told me that after Father died, Mother claimed all of the ducal treasures for her own. Even if the armbands were incomplete, she would surely not have overlooked them. So, how were you able to keep them from her?
Because I was the keeper of the vault. Though I was but a lowly servant, your father spoke to me of his intentions for the bands, of the deep love he had for both of you, and his hopes for your future. In the days before the disaster at Phoenix Gate, I discovered that the Duchess had ordered her jewelry be sent away from the castle. It was then that I knew she meant to betray us. I tried to warn your father, but it was too late. When word of the fire reached Rosalith, I knew my time was short. So I took up the armbands and I fled into the night.
And thank the Founder you did.
Yet my duty to your father was incomplete. Not knowing what else to do, I followed the griffin, thinking I might claim the Heartstone on its passing. And so my pursuit continued, until Lord Cyril appeared before me. He informed me that His Grace's will had been recovered, and that his sons were alive and well.
Lady Goditha, on behalf of my father and all the people of Rosaria, I thank you for your loyal service.
As do I.
Thank you, my lord. Your Grace, for coming back to us, for giving my service meaning.
Cool.
The bands suit you well.
But what do the bands actually look like? They still haven't shown us.
Receive the inheritance that was denied you for so long.
It is. And we thank you for the part you played, Cyril.
If you would permit me to play my part a little longer, might I suggest that you make your way to your father's memorial atop Hawk's Cry Cliff. Let him see that you have received his blessing, and that his vision
there's
lives
more.
on in you.
I suppose it would be churlish not to. What do you say, Clive?
There
Should we
is,
pay your father
in
a
fact,
visit?
more.
I think we should. I was hoping to be able to offer him my thanks before we left for Origin.
Your father's helm is enshrined there. It has been since the day we recovered it from Phoenix Gate. I prithee claim it, for it too is a part of your inheritance, and I do not doubt that your father would prefer it in your hands.
Maybe,
Some lonely rock.
maybe we'll get another cutscene out of this, right?
Thank you, Cyril.
Right? I feel like we're learning so much about the dad and kind of their childhood, their relationship with him. It's like we fucking deserve a cutscene for this, I think.
He's waiting.
Or something more. So maybe this is leading up to it. I don't know. So where's that memorial? Where the hell is it? Wait, where? Is it not on this map? And god damn, look at all those green icons. There's so much happening. Man. Oh, Hawk's Cry Cliff. Okay, so we're headed there.
Unwavering will and an unbreakable bond. Do you really think we're strong enough?
To save the world? Of course. To have overcome Father's political enemies? That I'm less certain. Especially knowing what we know now. What Mother was truly capable of.
Can I jump down?
Perhaps these bands would have
Nope. Guess not.
Knowing he was with us would have made all the difference.
Why can't I jump down? Wait, what? Oh,
It's just back there.
over here. I would have figured that their father's tombstone would have been somewhere more grand, I guess,
Father always fought
rather
for
than
what he
this
believed
path
was
kind of
right.
down the hill.
It wasn't until that night at Phoenix Gate that I realized I had never fought for anything. I always had someone else to do the fighting for me.
No matter how fate conspired against him, he never lost heart, never looked back. never stopped fighting. To me, he was the greatest of men. I've been trying to live up to his ideals ever since.
We all have, Clive. We all have. And we'll keep trying. Because that's what he would have wanted.
What he would have done himself. Even if it meant standing against the very gods in the heavens.
I shall be borrowing this, Father, if I may. That you might watch over us as we follow in your footsteps.
We won't lay you down.
Onward then.
Onward. To the end.
And to a new beginning.
That's cool, I guess. Learning a little bit more. Oh, and we pick up the helm. More depressing. Joining hands with Joshua. Joshua has joined Clyde's party and will remain with him until departing for Origin. Wait, what? Why is that? Why are they telling me that now? Hasn't that always been the case? That's a weird one. Why would they tell me that at all? Kind of weird. What's this quest? Aiming high. Okay, well, we'll go there. Yeah, that's what I thought. Wasn't he already part of my party? That kind of weird. They made it out to be like something super important, but I was like, they, like, I already knew that. Why are you telling me?
It's well.
I don't know. That was a bit odd.
After what happened here, it's a miracle that was like.
Wait. So what is this quest? Aiming high? Obtain oil and defeat a desertor. Okay. Okay, that's the second oil.
This should be enough.
Where's the desertor? In Karava? Wait, that right here? Tabor? I think that's what they're referring to. Yep, that is in fact what they're referring to. Wait, and what the hell is this? Oh, he has another quest?
Lord Rosfield, is there aught the Undying might assist you with this day?
Perhaps. My brother said that your order was helping him with his quest to uncover Ultima's origins. Have you learned anything of note since last we spoke?
Little and less, I regret to report.
I see.
Be assured, however, that we will not rest until the truth is known. Even now, our archaeologians scour ruins in every corner of the realm for traces of Ultima's touch.
Fallen ruins, I take it. Dating back as far as Phoenix Gate.
Indeed. Ultima's thralls are oft sighted among the remnants of the fallen civilization, as if protecting the secrets concealed within.
Secrets we'd see unearthed.
Should our methods be of interest, my lord, mayhap it would please you to observe some of our number at work.
Would that be possible?
Of course. A survey is being conducted not far from here. Perchance you are familiar with Kretov, a small hamlet built around a fallen airship. I was due to visit my colleagues there to collect their preliminary findings, but if you would consent to do so in my stead, I'm sure that they would be honored to relate any discoveries they have made to you directly.
All right.
All right. I'll go and meet with them.
They will be most gratified, I am sure. Might I suggest you take the road through Titan's Wake? It will lead you straight to the village after but a short walk.
Thank you. I will.
I wish you a safe journey, my lord. May the Firebird's flames burn ever in your heart.
I feel like I'm completing like one quest and I'm picking up 2 more.
It's kind of you to take an interest in the
It's
Undying's
never
affairs, brother.
ending.
I can't have you all keeping.
Great. That's great.
Secrets from me, can I?
Here, does this guy sell
Take a look at
potions?
my wares.
Potions, yes. And need a little bit of potions.
Anything else? Of course. Take care.
Alright, let's get out of town. Head to that quest spot. Oh. This way.
Surrounded.
I'm really glad that I can just like run past mobs and not have to worry about them knocking me off the chocobo. That would suck.
Here we are again. Carava. If you were a tortoise, Torgal, where would you hide? It looks like we found him.
You're a turtle. Oh. Dang. He almost knocked me down. Excellent.
I better get these materials to Mid so she can finish her prototype.
Before that, though, let's actually go here. What's this quest? What? Is this like a new area? Oh. Um.
Oh no.
Oh no.
You'll pay for this. May still be survivors.
All the more reason to rid this place of echoes. Over here!
Fool's gold?
Say it's their leader.
Oh, more mobs. So what happened here that everybody's like dead?
Should have stayed in the past.
I honestly don't remember picking up this quest.
These must be Cyril's colleagues.
Ah. Okay.
You have our
that
thanks,
explains it.
stranger.
Who are you?
Ah, forgive me, my lord. I did not recognize you. You are Lord Rosfield, are you not? We are archaeologians tasked with surveying this site. When the echoes appeared, our
They don't
brothers
look like
here applied their
archaeologians.
attentions. Thanks to them and to you,
Could have fooled me.
we were, for a mercy, able to see our duty to its conclusion.
You call that a mercy? Your brothers might still be alive if you put their safety before your duty. Surely this survey wasn't worth dying for.
We are charged with uncovering Ultima's origins. A duty of the highest import, as I'm sure you will agree.
And you think your dead brothers would agree with you too?
I know they would. They gave their lives for the cause, an honor to which all Undying aspire. Now, to what do we owe the honor of your presence, Lord Marquis?
Cyril told me of your work here, and I agreed to collect your findings in his stead.
I see. That is most kind. Pray, take them then, with our humble thanks. May the Firebird's flame burn ever in your heart, as it does in ours.
It's one thing to lay down your life for another, but for us.
Okay.
Survey.
We'll go back to Cyril.
Ah, you are returned, my lord.
I collected your colleagues' preliminary findings. Here, take them.
My thanks. I shall study them and inform you forthwith if I discover aught that might aid you in your fight against Ultima.
Cyril, your survey party suffered several losses in Kretov. Losses which could have been avoided had the others not chosen to complete their work instead of saving their friends. Were these your orders?
No. This was their choice. Every Undying devotes his life to the service of the Phoenix. It is our sole duty, and should we die in discharging it, so be it.
Even when death is avoidable.
My lord, I fear that this is not a point over which it would be fruitful to argue. The Undying have served the Phoenix for countless generations, and your opinion of our methods, however earnest, is not like to change them. We live to serve the Phoenix. Our very order exists for that purpose, and that purpose alone.
Cyril, I know that you and your brethren answer only to Joshua, but allow me to offer you a word of advice. It does not further the cause of the Phoenix to have his loyal followers surrender their lives without good reason. Provide your survey parties with an escort.
In a way,
They might live
this
to do their
whole
duty for
entire
years to
group
come.
feels like, definitely
Think
feels
not
like a
only of
cult.
how you can serve the Phoenix,
A cult of the
but how
Phoenix.
Joshua would want you to serve him. Please. For all our sakes.
I thank you
A little bit
for
of
your
a little bit
advice,
extreme,
my lord.
in their way of thought.
If you will permit me to respond, our faith in his grace, Joshua Rossfield, is absolute. And we of the Undying will do what we believe is right to fulfill our duty unto him. As first shield to the Phoenix, I am sure you understand what it means to do one's duty.
I do.
Then we are of the same mind. And it is my hope that we may continue to do our duty together.
All right. Well, I guess that gives us a little bit more insight into that entire organization, a little bit at least. Wait, is this the second stone? Wanderers of the Golden Plains, lay your roots in stone. With pride recall thy noble past and make these rocks a home.
What golden plains might the wanderers have called home, I wonder?
Okay.
Have you noticed the elder has been... Not a scratch on them.
So it's these stones to Canva, and the rest of the boxes to Dalma.
And is this the third one? Guardians of the Crystal, the first stones of Tabor. Sacred hold thy noble blood till ends the mother's labor. I'm guessing I got that one already. Is that? I think I saw the other monument over there.
Thank you for the deal, egg, mister. Mummy made a pottage from it.
Sounds delicious. Actually, might be
This one. Ooh, I think I found all three then. Children of the hunters, now tillers of the land, reap her promised blessing and give praise her gracious hand.
Farmers must have settled here in Tabor. I should speak to the old scholar before I forget.
Yes, we're done with this one. Almost done with this one. Thank God.
The engravings were in good repair considering their age.
But that's pretty crazy though. It didn't give me like the markers or anything for those monuments. It's just like
Tease me now. What did you learn of this?
that's kind of
place and its
crazy.
people? Let's start with the engraving to the south, shall we? What did it say?
Ah shit, he's giving me a test? Are you kidding me? Was anybody paying attention? Cause I not. Crap. Guardians of the Crystal? Guardians of Republic? The Great Good Moogle Guardians? I think it was the first one, right? Guardians of the Crystal? Or the Guardians of the Republic? Shoot. Guardians of the Crystal.
Guardians of the Crystal. The first stones of Tabor. Sacred hold thy noble blood, till ends the mother's labor. I'm pretty sure that was it.
Fascinating.
Oh, thank God.
It seemed the founders of this city were descendants of those fallen charged with protecting the mother.
He doesn't know, I guessed.
But whatever could have driven the Guardians so far from their sacred charges, I wonder. The engraving to the north is next, I think.
The Voyagers of the Ashen Ocean, Wanderers of the Golden Plains, Riders of the Snowy Slopes. Definitely not the last one. First one doesn't seem like that. I don't remember anything about ocean. But yes, Golden Plains. Golden Plains. It has to be this one.
Of the Golden Plains, lay your roots in stone. With pride recall thy noble past, and make these rocks a home.
Yeah, that sounds right.
I think that was it, at least.
No doubt you're right. There are vestiges of nomadic customs in Tabor its guardian roots could never account for. This is proving most enlightening. Now, for the final stone.
Stone to the east? Wait, what? Children of the hunters now sworn to serve the sun? No, that doesn't sound right. Children of the hunters now tillers of the land. Now dancing in hand. Definitely not the last one. It's the middle one. Now tillers of the land.
Children of the hunters, now tillers of the land. Reap her promised blessing, and give praise her gracious hand.
Yeah.
That's all three.
Yeah.
And so, we add primitive farmers to Tabor's founding peoples, the final piece of the puzzle.
Oh, I got it all right.
Engravings, one for each of the three peoples to have settled Tabor in ancient times. Guardians of the Mother Crystal, wanderers from across the plains, and last but certainly not least, hunters turned farmers. Little wonder it was so difficult to trace the roots of Tabor's culture. Those roots reach down through three distinct traditions. Nonetheless, one cannot help but wonder why this fact is not better known among scholars, given that the stones stand here for all to see.
Too many stairs, perhaps.
Ha! Too many by far. Here, and thank you.
Ooh, what am I getting this time? Though it's probably not much. This is an older quest. Oh, but that's a lot of skill points. Goblin coin? One goblin coin? Why are you so cheap, old man? It took me so long to finish this quest and I get one measly goblin coin. How thoughtful
Careful how you
of him.
pack that leather. Any crystals.
Wow, he has more? Are you serious?
Lord Marquis, if you have a moment.
What is it, Cyril?
One of our brethren lately journeyed across the strait in order to pursue a new avenue of inquiry in our ongoing investigation. He sent an owl some while ago, but we have heard naught from him since.
Was he surveying another fallen ruin?
No. The object of his study was a savior cult that has arisen in Ash in recent years. We believe it may have some connection to the Circle of Malleus, an ancient religion that worshipped Ultima as its god. By gaining an understanding of this new faith, we hoped to learn more of the Circle's original beliefs.
And so you sent one of your brothers to Ash? A continent teeming with orcs and Akashic?
Fully cognizant of the risks, yes. I entrusted the mission to one of the most able of our order, the Third Chair, a master of the arts of combat and survival both. Though he has been silent for some days now, I have thus far refrained from sending any others in search of him, lest they be lost in turn. Yet, it seemed only right to inform you of the situation, given your unique experience of the perils of Ash. For as you so earnestly advised me, it would not do to abandon a man to his fate, when he might yet be saved.
Okay.
It would not. But Ash is a big place. Can you be any more specific?
Perhaps. The last owl I received from him mentioned a village where he had heard the cult were wont to assemble. Mickleburg was its name. It lies in the southern reaches of Waloed. If aught ill befell him, I expect it did so there.
Right. I'll see what I can do.
You are much too kind, my lord. Go then, with my hopes, and may the Firebird's flame ever burn in your heart.
I wonder how many more quests this guy is gonna give. Seems to be giving us like a lot. Oh, it's all the way over here? Or wait, no, that's a completely different quest. Wow, okay, well. Where is this one? This one is one? Yep. It's this one. In Isla.
Fetch!
Fetch! Fetch, Torgal. Alright, where is this one? Okay. And a chest. There you are.
Time to fight.
Okay, after this quest, I think we can probably go back and turn in the things to mid and see what the whole big deal is about a airship that doesn't exist in this game apparently. Oh, it's over here.
Might this be Nickelberg?
Straight home now.
What's this?
These people aren't turned. And the village seems safe enough at least. What is going on here?
Ah, did you too heed the call?
Heed the call? No, I came here looking for someone. To be honest, I wasn't sure I'd find him here. Let alone all of you.
Is that so?
What are you doing here? Is this where you live?
It is my home. The others, they heeded the call.
You keep saying that. What do you mean?
They came here to perform the rite, just as King Barnabas instructed. This village is their altar, where they shall cast their shoals upon the gentle waters and give themselves to the Lord.
This whole
Give
situation
themselves.
seems pretty odd.
Lord, cleanse us of our sins.
Let us be reborn in your loving arms. Free us from the torment of this mortal realm.
They want to be saved. Forgive me, but did another foreigner like me come here? He was probably wearing a cowl.
You mean the traveler from Stone? Yes. He is staying at my house, toward the rear of the village.
Thank you. If you don't mind, I'll go and greet him.
Something
Seek the
seems
same
off
salvation
about this place.
Barnabas did. At least the third chair still lives. Let's go and find him.
A bit creepy if you ask me.
Excuse me. Are you with the Undying?
I am. And so it would appear, are you? Lord Rosfield, if I am not mistaken.
That's right. And you must be the third chair.
I am.
Cyril was worried for your safety. He sent me to find you.
Then I must apologize. I did not mean to trouble the bearer of the burning quill, much less you, my Lord Marquis.
He said that you had failed to report. Is there a reason for that?
I came here to study the followers of this new faith. But the more I learned of them, the more my own faith began to falter. You have seen them at their prayers, have you not? They devote themselves to the veneration of their Lord with a fervor I have never seen before. Praying night and day that they might be rid of their wicked wills and reborn in their Saviour's light. Not that they might be granted respite from their worldly woes, but so that they might continue to serve him. Serve him with all of their beings. I too swore to devote my life to the service of my Lord and Master, but this... 'tis different. It is more.
and so I would see it through to the end. See these people safe, that they might achieve their dream, that they might do their duty to their lord, even if it should keep me from doing my duty to mine.
You do understand what their dream is, don't you?
I do, my lord. They would cast aside their wills and become Akashic. I know that it may be hard to believe, but to these people, that is the very essence of salvation. Forgive me, my lord, but I must remain here. If you are to return to Master Cyril, I would consider it a great...
What was that?
Did you hear that, my lord? Something is happening.
I'll go and find out what. Stay here.
That was an odd sound.
Beneath the flood. Oh no. There must be something I can do. Echoes as well. Found her.
Ready, brother?
Ready.
Now, Torgal!
What now?
What? Oh. Interesting. I didn't expect that to happen.
We meet again. I've killed your kind before.
I'm starting to notice that these quest mobs are hitting a lot harder than the previous, for sure. Definitely stronger. Almost dead. Come on. Ouch. Ooh, finally.
Damn it.
Oh! Wow. Damn. Well, that sucks.
Don't you die. Come on, speak to me.
I had to save them, that they might have a chance to find true salvation by devoting themselves to the service of their Lord, just as I did when the Undying plucked me from the gutter and gave me a cause to believe in, a duty to serve was everything to me, and I would not deny them that fulfillment, even if they must become a Kashik in order to achieve it. Forgive me, my Lord Marquis. I did not mean to trouble you with this. My findings. Could you deliver them to Master Cyril for me?
Of course. Your duty will be done.
Look, my lord. They are saved.
Well, that really sucks. Wow. That's pretty, that's really depressing. That's messed up. Wow. What is up with all these quests? Can't we just get a happy one for once? Sometime later.
They are saved. Found her. I should get this report to Cyril.
My Lord Marquis, welcome back. I am glad to see you hale and whole.
I met with your third chair, Cyril. He bade me deliver his findings to you.
Thank you, my lord. He remained in Ash?
He died protecting the villagers from an echo. I buried him in Mickelberg. I'm sorry that I couldn't save him.
If you could not save him, no one could.
The villagers, they were believers in this savior cult. They prayed to their god that they might be unburdened of their wills. Then an ether flood came, and their wish was granted. Your brother sacrificed himself that they might live, even knowing that that life was death by another name.
Then he perished defending liberty. A hero's end. For the right to choose how one dies is no less sacred than the right to choose how one lives.
Sid would agree. He wanted to build a world where people could die on their own terms.
A noble ambition. To die for one's cause is the most perfect expression of one's faith. It matters not how misguided others might judge one's decision to be, only that the decision is one's own. We live according to the teachings of our order. We believe in them, we protect them, and yes, we die for them. For better or worse, that is our creed.
But he didn't die for your creed. He died to save them. And you still believe that what he did was right.
I believe that he believed it was. We of the Undying are not slaves, but willing servants. And this was his will, the ultimate expression of it.
All right. I'd like to know this man's name, Cyril. To know the names of all the Undying who've fallen in the line of duty. They died serving my house. It's only right that I remember them. That is my duty.
Of course. I shall fetch the Book of Martyrs at once. My lord, it has been, and shall ever be, the greatest honor of my life to serve House Rosfield. Though our duties may differ, yours is no less important. I pray with all my heart for your success. And were they here, I have no doubt but that every one of my fallen brothers and sisters would feel the same.
And we're done, finally. And a level. Okay. Great. Another orichalcum, but we also get a Clayhurst signboard for Clyde's room. Okay. That's the last quest from you, buddy, right? No more. I think I did at least like 3 or 4 quests from that same guy. Crazy. One quest here, one quest there. Let's return the items back to mid. Let's see what that one is all about. Yeah, let's go back to the hideaway. Let's see what our favorite girl in this game is up to.
You should have seen him.
Wow, and there's another quest right here.
The thing didn't stand a chance.
Yeah, neither did you,
I feel like I'm breaking even on the number of quests today. That's absolutely insane. I finished 1 and 2 more open up.
Mid? Tell me this is all you need.
That is it, right? This is the Ennifer quest. I'm hoping.
Oh, you make it sound like I asked you to save the world or something.
You kind of did, Mid.
This is all you need.
It's most of what I need.
Oh no! Don't
After
say
you left, I
that.
went over the figures again.
No.
And I realised I'd forgotten a 1 and a 0
A 1 and a 0.
and a cogwheel. Just a tiny one. though, that's the problem. Gear's that small are a bastard to make, and I may have lost the one Blackthorn spent a fortnight toiling over.
Wait. The children. When they took apart your scales, there was a tiny brass gear. Now that I think about it, they didn't use it when we put the scales back together.
The young'uns? But why would they... You know what? I don't want to know. I'll keep working on the model. You go and find that cog.
Oh man. Let's hope it's still there.
Has Midadol mentioned a new project yet?
Not exactly. Sid, is Mid still hiding from us?
She wasn't hiding. She's fine. She's just busy working on her next project.
A new invention? What is it? What is it? Is it an airship? I bet it's an airship!
Do you think she'll let us help?
That just so happens to be why I'm here. She needs something special, something only you three can provide. A brass gear. A tiny one. One that might fit on, say, a set of scales?
Oh, the one you forgot! We remember.
We saved it, just in case. It's in the bag of bits.
Oh, thank goodness.
Since your lesson, we've been disassembling, then reassembling everything we can find.
My God.
All the pieces that are left over, we keep under our beds.
These
just
kids
in case.
are just breaking stuff.
Look,
Stop it.
I found it. Is that all? Just the gear? We have more parts if Mid needs them.
That's all for now. But I'll let Mid know about your hoard. Just in case.
Thanks, Sid.
Well, did they have it?
Yep.
They did. And they kept it somewhere nice and safe. Will it work?
Will it work? He's perfect! You're a genius, Clive.
What exactly are you going to use it for?
Only the most important job of all. The wings aren't going to move on their own. But with the right cog in the right place... Well, you just wait and see.
I do want to see. I've been waiting this entire game. Please tell me she's done and doesn't need anything else.
That should do it. Here goes nothing. Titan's tits.
Titan's tits. Yes, that's how I've been feeling all night long. Titan's tits.
Of course it was supposed to fly. Wouldn't be much of an airship if it didn't. Honestly, these bloody engines are driving me mad. I was so sure this would be the day she soared. The Mithril engine was made to make dreams come true. But maybe this is one dream the world's better off without.
No, don't
Show
give
folk
up
how
on
to
your
take
dreams.
flying. It won't be long till they're raining death down on each other. People will lose their homes, children, their mums and their dads. Like I lost mine.
I'm sorry.
So am I, Clive. So am I. Sorry that I have to choose. Do I follow my head, or do I follow my heart?
Good question. The first time I stood on the deck of your ship, Felt the wind in my hair. It was like I was flying. But imagine how it would feel to actually do it.
My dad always said there were two ways of living life. Chasing a dream or shuffling to your grave. And he were right. Right about a lot of things. Not that I like to admit it. People need dreams to chase. Especially in a world like this. Right. When this is over, I'm gonna take all my mithril engines to Zemeckis and sling them over the edge.
What?
I
Wait.
won't have my dream end up turning
But what
into
about all the
someone
work I
else's
put into to gather everything? You're just gonna toss it away?
All that hard work
Oh,
will
mid.
not be used for war, Jamie.
Mid.
But it ain't like it'll be gone.
No. No.
Clive, have you ever been on a treasure hunt?
No.
Since Joshua and I were boys. Why do you ask?
Because I'm gonna bury the engine schematics and leave behind a little riddle telling people where to find them.
Oh my god.
A real
No.
so that only the most
Stop
dedicated
it.
dreamers will ever be able to work it out.
Mid, you truly live up to your
I can
name.
picture it now.
Truly.
Some daft general squinting at the words with a gormless expression on his mug. Like that one, yeah.
Right.
This is not at all the result I was expecting from doing this quest. Oh my god.
Of course, if I'm putting
Oh
this engine at the end
god.
of a treasure hunt, I'll still need to make it a treasure worth hunting for. Won't be much of a prize if it couldn't even make a toy boat fly after all. My dad always said, dream big. But it ain't the size of a dream that's important, is it, Clive? Only that it's a good one. And I reckon I've got a fair few good uns left in me.
I'm sure you do.
Oh, mid. And well, I guess now we have a model airship for Clyde's room. That's any consolation. But the idea of an airship in this game is gone out the window. Just like that. Just in a matter of minutes. Oh my god. That's unfortunate. That's very unfortunate. Oh. Okay. Well, let's see. And these quests are just never ending. Never ever ending. But I think on that note, I will likely end for tonight. I've just been feeling really out of it, and I just feel like there's a headache coming my way. I'm really feeling it. That's also why I've been less, I want to say, less talkative and less kind of emotional in my statements today. I'm just I don't know. I don't think I'm getting sick. I'm just like just feeling that headache coming. I don't know. I don't feel sick or anything. It's just that headache feeling, if you know what I mean. So I think I'm gonna end for tonight. Hey, at least we managed to get through a few quests, right? I'm glad about that, and we got to see, you know, a good amount. I feel like a good majority, though, like 90% of the quests were absolutely depressing, and Ms. Quest, well, that really just topped it off as far as you know, what the fuck. Why does she have me do all of that? And there's nothing to really show for it, right? Like, please. Um, so yeah, that. Thank you so much for joining tonight. Sorry I have to cut the stream a little bit short tonight. I was hoping to at least get another hour in, if anything, of just like quests and just wrapping things up as much as I could. But man, it's never ending. This game. I totally see why people end up spending like 80 hours, maybe even 100 hours just doing stuff. And yeah, there's a lot. There's a lot in this game, especially if you want to really go forward and complete everything. You know, get your platinum trophy or whatever it is in this game. Definitely a lot happening. So again, thank you so much for joining me. I'll try to stream again tomorrow if anything. Maybe more Final Fantasy or maybe something else. I do have a lot of things that I do want to play. Remember that copy of Legend of Zelda that I got last week? I still want to play that so much. So maybe I could even start Legend of Zelda tomorrow. I think that would be pretty cool. That game just looks pretty awesome. And I have that kind of itch to play that game. But we'll see. Hopefully, I feel a little bit better. No more headache. I'm just hoping I could just totally sleep this off. But again, thank you so much for tuning in tonight. We'll definitely see. Again, remember Friday we're gonna play something a little bit spooky. Um, I did in fact get a hold of House of Ashes, so we're gonna try to get that in. Um, on Friday, so that should be pretty exciting. Again, it has that Tomb Raider vibe going on. A horror game plus Tomb Raider. That sounds pretty damn exciting in my book. So definitely check that out if anything. But again, for the days before that Friday, tomorrow, was it Wednesday, Thursday? I'll see if I can stream and then maybe pick up Zelda or at least start it, right? Let's see what the deal is with that game. It looks fun. Definitely looks fun. All right. Have a good night, everybody. Again, thank you. I love you all. Catch you all on the other side. Bye, everyone. Bye.